Maybe we can describe a little bit about the students that we get at Beacon and why this is so important. So what type of children does the high school and the school overall take?
Our students have somewhat serious self-management problems, so that the demand to organize and produce work in a typical school program is beyond their reach. Additionally, many of them have learning deficits, so that the difficulty level of the material that would be provided in a regular school program is really hard for them. They need modified pace, they need modified difficulty level, and in the case of our own students, they need material that they can connect to and relate to, because it's very difficult for them to bring themselves to a learning task that has no meaning for them.
One of the things that I know is that Beacon is able to provide its own diplomas, and that's very important for us. So, the emphasis on the curriculum is being able to modify the state standards to meet the needs of the students. And I'm wondering, how has that been implemented through the curriculum?
The curriculum provides several things, and it is based on not only state standards, but the Common Core standards and the assessment standards, so that the curriculum literally flows from those standards that are provided to every student in every school in the state of Illinois. They're tightly unified. There's no gap between the standards and what we do with our students, nor is there a gap between the nature of the content. I think traditionally special education content was quite different than what you would see being provided to typically developing students, and perhaps the most significant part of our curriculum is that we bring regular content, grade level content, back to our students, and believe me, they know when they're being given work that is like other students in the 9th grade or 10th grade would be doing, and they know when they're being given work that's not consistent with other students, and they feel negatively about that, especially if it's a skill development exercise that they've been doing for many years and still not mastered.
Well, and I'm thinking a lot of our children are children who have been have fallen through the cracks in other programs.
Yes.
So how are those variables incorporated into what we're doing?
Well, I think the critical piece to that is getting them on board as a learner. It's very hard for them to bring themselves to the learning task because they've been given a lot of negative messages over the years. So I think we find that they fall through the cracks less frequently whenever we're able to give them a learning task that they can relate to.
And I'm wondering, now when we're talking about the curriculum, what are the ages of the kids that we're talking about that would benefit from this curriculum?
From our curriculum, junior high and high school, 12 to 22.
Okay. And then how are the kids responding? What's been the sense from the kids?
They really like it because it says that they're
I'm
intelligent.
actually going to put some pictures up of the kids as you're talking, because I think that kind of...
It says that they're intelligent and capable learners.
What are some of the feedback from the parents?
The parents feel proud to see their children bringing home books and material that they recognize to be high school level work. This is really critical to self-esteem and ability to come to the learning task. If you've been working on multiplication tables your whole life, and I certainly have, and you still can't multiply, and I can't, it's not fun to keep coming back and having to do that again. So we've created a way to bring the content to them in a format that they can master, and they can feel good about themselves. They can feel intelligent and valued as a learner.
Well, and I think one thing that I know I've heard very clearly from yourself and from the other staff is that trying to make it culturally sensitive and respects their intelligence and what they have learned.
And
which
their
is so
culture.
important, and their culture. I'd like to remind everyone